I've actually been playing around with Fable 5, and these are some of the projects that I have worked on since it came out. So this is a project which I created for a CEO. So this basically replaces Slack, task management tools, finance tools, a separate meeting tool, basically whatever a company need. So this solves a problem of a business owner, of a CEO, and it basically replaces 4 to 5 softwares all at once. So let me show you step by step is included inside the software. So we have the CEO home, then we have people. Of course, inside people, we will have all of the people working in our company. So right now we have like a list of people. So if you want to like add a new member inside your company, you'll just click on this invite member button and write his email, and then just assign him his role. If he's an HR, if he's like a member, software engineer, whatever, like you can add more options to it. Then we have the payroll and pay slips option. So this is actually a very complex software, and I made everything just by giving it one prompt. Okay, if I were to use Sonnet or Opus, I would have to do like a lot of talking back and forth, and then I would have achieved result just like this one. With just one simple prompt, it has managed to build me this entire system by itself. So inside we have payrolls, pay slips, and basically like you can add base salaries of your employees, what you've paid them in the last month, and the name of the month. And once you've like paid all of them, just click on record payment, and your payment is being recorded, and you will have like this tab which is being updated in real time. Just by coming inside the payroll, the owner of the business or the CEO or whomever is like watching the finances, he will be able to have an idea that, oh, okay, this is like how much my employees are costing me. So it's not an ordinary software. You can easily sell this for thousands and thousands of dollars, because it is basically solving an issue for a lot of business owners. They cannot juggle between 3 4 different tools. Then we have the SOPs tab. So whenever someone joins our company, he will get an SOP documents which will automatically be sent to him. Okay, so you can add new SOPs. You can basically add like new SOPs and stuff. Then we have a working CRM from where you can like manage all the tasks. You can assign tasks to your team members. So it's just getting complex and complex, right? So from here you can also like if you're running ads or stuff, you can add those things as well. And how much did it cost you to get that lead? Are we winning? Are we negotiating? Are we like writing proposals and stuff? Who is working on which task? So you can also like add tasks just by clicking on this task button. By the way, I'll be giving you this project for completely free. You can find it in the description. Then we have the money tab, which has all the finances of our company. This is a very big problem for big companies. They cannot track their finances. They cannot track their equipments. They cannot track how much is being spent on their company on a daily basis. So this is a kind of software in which a high ticket customer is like interested. A high ticket means basically he will pay you more money to get this software. Inside this dashboard, you can see expenses approval, and only the CEO or the business owner will be able to see the expenses tab, and like the CEO will be able to like approve, or if he wants to reject, he can reject that approvals, right? This is how the money tab works. Then we have the meetings tab where we can create meetings, schedule meetings, and like everybody will get a notification or then on their email inside their CRM, the software that we just built. Then we have the equipment tab. Like you're seeing, it's just getting complex and complex. So in every company there are like a lot of things: laptops, monitors, mobile phones, like little things that nobody can micromanage. So that's why there are some companies which uses Google Sheets, because we were creating a software which would take each and everything, every micro thing, and manage it inside this software. So we have an equipment tab in which you can track all the equipments. So if you want to like add a new equipment, you just click on new equipment, and you can like assign it to someone. So let me assign this to John, and this equipment has been assigned to John. Other than that, we have like the name of that person. Then we have the condition, value, and like status which is assigned. So after that we have approvals, which we've already discussed. Then the main thing is communication. So like people are juggling between 2 to 3 softwares: Slack, Asana, Notion, ClickUp, and like these type of software. What if you can build all of it inside one software and then sell that single software for high ticket to a person who will pay you more for that software? The system was entirely made by Fable 5, and I cannot like find any problem inside this system till now. So it's a perfect system. Everything is working perfectly fine. I can send send messages, I can add people, I can add equipments, I can create meetings, I can assign tasks to people. Other than that, like one of the most important features, or you can also call it a trendy term which every company is using right now, is like AI. Our company is powered by AI. So this system is not using AI. I was actually impressed by how Fable AI was able to like manage this task. So it basically didn't use any API key, but it is using the data that is like inside our CRM. So for example, we have some people, we have employees who have this task assigned. So what I can do is I can like add a task and say that um, video pending, and let me just add this task, and this has been added in the, let me go to my AI, and again I am not using any API key. This system is not using any API key, it's not using any AI model. So right now from within the system it will pull the data from our CRM or the task management tool. So I'll just have to like click on who is working on what now, and then it will trigger its function. These are the 4 tasks. Like this is the task that I just added in front of you, and it has pulled it, and I'm not using any API key. Okay, so this is how it will be helpful for people. But the main thing is it's not using any API key, and still it was able to pull data from our CRM in real time. Okay, that's the main thing. And I think if I were to use other AI model, it would not do things this intelligently. Other than that, it can also pull other data like invoices, who is on leave today. Let me click on who's on leave today, and this is a response: nobody is on approved leave today. One leave request awaits approval. Okay, let's go to approval and see who wants to get a leave. So we have Priya, we have Jordan who wants a leave. So let's approve his leave, and that leave has been approved. So let's go back to our AI assistant and let's say who is on leave today, and it will pull us live data, and nobody is on approved leave today. Logged right now: Priya, John, and Jordan Miles. So yeah, so it's basically not using any API key, and it's pulling data in real time. So in future, of course, I will be like embedding AI in this system, but for now I was just like interested in it giving me data without any API key, without any additional cost, which it did. So this is a system that was created fully by Fable 5. Now let me show you another thing that I was like playing around with. So this is a prompt that I gave to my Claude Code, and I basically told it to like scrape data, find e-commerce companies, brands inside the UK, and use these API keys to like scrape data from that website. This is the checklist. So the first thing that it did was build prospect list of UK independent e-commerce brands. The second thing was assess each prospect's site and socials for a specific gap. What is it that they're like missing inside their business? Third point was qualify and score prospects on a level from high, medium to low. Then checkpoint, show qualified list to me. It showed all the list to me, and then it has drafted their emails, which it like personalized for everyone. And right now like all the emails are available inside my Gmail account. Go to my drafts. These are all the emails that are drafted by Claude. So I'll show those to you as well. After that, it like made a file inside Google Drive, and then it sent me a message inside my Slack, inside this channel, saying that this is like all the data, and I've made full Google Sheets. You can watch it here. So I'll show you the sheets as well. So before that, let me show you the connectors that I am using to pull this data. The first one is Epify, which will like scrape these people. Then we have Firecrawl, which basically pulls or you can call it like scrapes data from a website, branding, or any content. Then we have like my Gmail account. Then we have Google Drive. We're not using meta ads or anything. I don't know why I turned it on. Then we have Slack. So whenever like it finishes the task, it messages me inside my Slack. So if I'm like working with my team, a notification will be sent to my team once this task has been done. So as simple as that. Additionally, I gave it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books on persuasion, the art of seduction, the psychology of selling, traffic secrets, .com secrets, expert secret. So these are books which were written by experts on the field of persuasion, psychology of people. Okay, so I told it like to maybe use these books as a reference and persuade these people on the offer that we're giving to them. I will also show you the emails that God has written for these companies. Okay, so this task took like 10 minutes, and it has made us a list of these prospects. So of course we have their website, location, niche, contact, gap observed. So this is like the main thing: gap observed, fit source, reasoning, drafted email messages. Okay, so let's read this email. Okay, this is to candlecode.co.uk. Either I was on your website this week and noticed a few things. The homepage is currently leading with autumn and Christmas candle tins in June. The footer still reads 2022. Okay, so you know what? Let's actually go to their website and see if we have 2022 on their footer. Yeah, we do have 2022. So it was like 2022 on your footer, and your featured products all show zero reviews, even though you have been making candles since 1997. Okay, let me see if that is true. um yeah, that is actually like the pain point of this website. Small fixes, but together they cost trust with new retail and wholesale buyers. We are like, this is my company, a UK web-based social media like agency, web-based agency, storefront seasonally, and set up an automatic review collection. So nearly 3 decades of quality actually shows on the page. So as you can see, like the emails that it has drafted are highly personalized. So this is how I have been using Fable 5. But to a lot of people it won't be super helpful, because the task that you were doing could easily be done using Sonnet 4.6 or Opus, and many people are like dragged inside this new trend of Fable 5. But trust me, a lot of people don't actually need Fable 5. This is basically for people who are doing high end level work. Okay, so if you're like working on systems that are basic, I don't think that you need to use Fable 5. I mean, you can play around with it. If you have something complex which you were trying to find a solution for, then I think you can use Fable 5. But for most of the people, I believe that Opus and Sonnet would have done the job perfectly. So that's my suggestion. Don't go after these trends, because every day there will be a new AI model coming out, and you cannot like try to keep up with every model. So this was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you've learned something from this video, and make sure to subscribe the channel. I will see you in the next one. Keep learning.